and welcome to our annual campaign celebration. As with everything this year, we've had to pivot and are embracing this virtual platform rather than gathering together today. But we've got a lot of good news to share, and I hope you'll stick around to watch with us. In March, United Way affirmed our promise to the community to be here in times of crisis, recovery, and growth. Your partnership in this work has never made such a difference. Together, we have been able to fill the shelves of food pantries, provide emergency rent and utility assistance, and surround our community with a variety of other vital support. We knew a successful campaign would be critical to continue meeting the growing needs created by the pandemic. And I'm pleased to tell you today that the community has shown generosity unlike ever before. Take a look at this impressive total for our 2020 support to United Way. For the 7th year in a row, this figure is more than $2 million. Your participation has made a difference. Thank you for your support, especially this year. These funds will be put to work in the areas of health, education, and financial stability. Before closing, I also want to give a special thanks to the hundreds of volunteers who helped inspire colleagues, peers, and friends. You created new ways to connect with prospective donors that were engaging and safe. You are trailblazers for the benefit of the United Way mission, and we are so thankful to have you on our team. United Way is in the position to know the needs of the community and respond on behalf of all of us. We believe in the power of community, and we know that we are better when we live united. Thank you for your support of United Way of Story County.
As Steve said, we've had so many volunteers and donors give generously of their time and resources this year. During this part of our program, I'm pleased to thank the following groups for their accomplishments. Each year, we recognize a handful of campaigns for their standout performance with our Live United Annual Campaign Award. Today, I'll be announcing each of those individually. First, we have Ag Leader. Ag Leader has been a strong campaign partner for more than a decade. Faced with the unique challenges of 2020, they transitioned their employee campaign to an online portal with great results. When their campaign closed, Ag Leader's drive was up an impressive 33%. Thank you, Al, Darren, and Sarah for all the work you've done in the past and again this year. Next, we're pleased to announce George White Chevrolet as a recipient of this award. Once again, George White has been a longtime partner of United Way. Their drive this year truly shows how passionate their team is about caring about the community. With very close to 100% participation with their large team, George White's campaign support increased 25% over their prior campaign. Our thanks goes to Karen, Paul, and Greg for making this special campaign happen. Iowa State University is once again the largest single employer campaign for United Way of Story County. In fact, we know that throughout a survey of United Ways across the country, Iowa State was the 18th highest contributing college or university campaign. ISU made history with their drive this year in two ways. First, the campaign is now efficiently processed with online pledging through a custom workday enrollment solution. And second, they have raised more money than they ever have before. Thank you to Campaign Chair John Lawrence, Leadership Chair Dan Grooms, and all of the volunteers that helped make this possible. We know the last year brought a series of difficult challenges for our communities, not the least of which was the August 2020 derecho. Our next campaign, Nap Tedesco, was at the cutting edge of helping businesses and homes put pieces back together while still continuing their strong support of United Way. In fact, their Pace Setter campaign timeline had to be readjusted because of all their team was taking on related to the derecho. Holding their drive just a few weeks later still resulted in an impressive total. Nap Tedesco has also supported our response and recovery efforts with special gifts in March and again this fall. Thank you to our campaign chair, Steve, and all of the Nap Tedesco team for carving out time to continue your support of United Way. Our final Live United campaign awards recognize our frontline response medical community, keeping Story County as safe and healthy as possible. Our medical community donors, including those at Mary Greeley Medical Center, McFarland Clinic, Thielen Student Health Center, Story County Medical Center, and Primary Health, have together contributed more than $200,000 again this year. United Way thanks you all from the bottom of our hearts for not only your generous support, but also your caring spirit and expertise that we've never needed more than we do now. This campaign was successful because of these drives and so many others. Thanks to each and every one of you who contributed your time, voice, and donations to help United Way meet local needs. We'll finish our program with Annika Mendel announcing our Community Impact Awards, two very worthy recipients and new programs on the scene to Story County this year.
Hello, today I have the honor to present two Community Impact Awards. But before I present these awards, I wanted to talk a little about why. At our core, United Way of Story County is motivated to make positive change in our community. This is exemplified by our first ever Community Impact Bold Goals announced at this year's rainy but fun drive-in campaign kickoff. These 5-year goals raise awareness of key issues, increase accountability for change, and ideally will make a significant impact. Though it will be a rather large challenge given the coronavirus pandemic, by 2025, we strive to meet the following goals. First, improving community health by serving 4,500 more people, spotlighting specifically our efforts in healthy food, mental health, and social connectedness. Second, our goal is to decrease the achievement gap by reaching 30% more underserved learners, with a focus on high-quality early childhood education, parenting knowledge and skills, grade-level reading supports, and community-based education. Finally, we seek to strengthen financial stability by increasing the number of people served by 25% in emergency food and homelessness prevention programs, in employment supports, and also in financial education. Of course, to reach these lofty goals will take all of us, and that's where our community collaborations and community impact champions come in. There are many of you throughout Story County, and I sincerely thank all of you for your efforts. Keep on keeping on. Today, however, I get to recognize just two of you who are shining examples of the work being done in Story County to impact lives. First, the Community Impact, Collaboration, and Innovation Award. This is an award which recognizes a collaboration or program that is working effectively to impact the lives of individuals and families in Story County. The spirit of this award illustrates a key value: we are stronger together. And it emphasizes opportunities to work collaboratively to build diversity and inclusion. Whether the change be incremental or significant, this award honors successful strategies to move the needle on common good in the areas of health, education, or financial stability. The recipient of this year's Community Impact, Collaboration, and Innovation Award is the COVID-19 Emergency Fund for Story County Immigrants. Launched in March 2020, the Immigrant Fund is an innovative, collaborative effort to provide financial support to hard-hit immigrants during the coronavirus pandemic. The Immigrant Fund, care of St. Cecilia, accepts monetary donations and has raised an astonishing amount, over $170,000, from individuals as well as faith-based and other local organizations. The fund then makes weekly allocations to assist immigrants with rent and utility bills. To date, 431 rent and utility payments have been made on behalf of 101 immigrant households for a total of $165,162 allocated. This collaborative effort would not be possible without the efforts of many. Central has been the participation of 20 individuals. These individuals include multilingual community members and other trusted community leaders, the latter representing 11 community partners: Access, AMES, AMES Interfaith Refugee Alliance, AMES Sanctuary Interfaith Partners, AMES UCC, Bethesda, Bridges International, Collegiate United Methodist, St. Cecilia, St. Thomas, and yes, United Way of Story County. These individuals, the majority of whom are unpaid volunteers, have dedicated countless hours doing direct service casework, contacting landlords and utility providers, writing grant applications, making weekly allocations, penning thank you cards, and much more. In addition, the Immigrant Fund has worked closely with existing financial service providers to both supplement their dollars and build a network of sustainable support for immigrant households. Beyond those many mentioned previously, these partners also include Good Neighbor Emergency Assistance, the Salvation Army, MICA, and newly, the Bridge Home. Referrals also have been made to ISU Financial Aid, the International Students and Scholars Office and Student Services at ISU, to Story County Community Services, and the City of Ames. In other words, many have helped with this project's success. For demonstrating the power of community, I am delighted to present our second annual Collaboration and Innovation Award to my co-convener and lead St. Cecilia volunteer, Nancy Heidemann, and to the rest of the wonderful COVID-19 Emergency Fund for Story County immigrants. The next award is for a Community Impact Champion. This is an award presented to an individual or business that has shown significant dedication to work in health, education, and/or financial stability through volunteerism and advocacy. The recipient of this year's award, AMES Chamber, has demonstrated consistent contributions to our community in multiple ways. First, AMES Chamber was and is a key partner in several coronavirus grants from Iowa Workforce Development. In the collaborative Story County Workforce Innovation Project, which was conceived with DMAC, United Way, and Center for Creative Justice, 3 training programs in high-demand fields were brought to Story County. The certificate programs in welding, manufacturing, and CNA have 27 students enrolled, most of whom were impacted by the pandemic and are from underserved populations. AMES Chamber was there from the beginning, with Senior VP Brenda Dreyer urging a local application, providing local employment information, working with her team to develop compelling marketing materials, lending meeting space, and throughout ensuring the employer participation that is so critical to this project's success. Similarly, AMES Chamber has partnered with Converse Air to bring a multi-year registered apprenticeship program to Ames, recognizing that training is key to financial stability for area households. Second, AMES Chamber worked to champion innovative responses to the coronavirus pandemic. They were early champions of mask wearing. They host pandemic-related resources for businesses on their website, support financially strained local businesses through their Buy Two gift card program, and host outdoor career fairs. Additionally, time was reserved for United Way on both the AMES Chamber and AEDC board meetings earlier this spring. Information about local assistance was presented to board members in order to help them connect any of their contacts with resources. Finally, the AMES Chamber has continued to provide a forum for needed equity discussions in the Story County community. Through their annual Building Inclusive Organization Symposium, the AMES Chamber, along with partners, have brought key stakeholders and community leaders to the table to engage in equity work. Furthermore, they have urged concrete action, taking the lead through initiatives such as their Directory of Story County businesses owned by people of color. In summary, AMES Chamber has proven a sincere dedication to supporting community-level change, both in regular years and in pandemic ones. Therefore, we are happy to award this year's Community Impact Champion Award to AMES Chamber of Commerce, presented to President and CEO Dan Culhane. Until 2021, stay well and keep on being the positive change we seek.